Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Minnesota State Fair. We've been waiting all year for this moment. We're back and we're super excited.
Today we're going to be trying all the official new foods for 2024, including 5 new vendors.
There's a lot of interesting items on the list. It should be a tasty day.
Be sure to stick around to the end of the video for our top 5 must-eats. It's a lot of food. Let's get started. Our first stop of the day is the Blue Barn for their PB bacon cakes. We've got thick cut bacon covered in pancake batter with peanut butter whipped cream, grape jelly, and crunched up banana chips. This looks like a good way to start the day at the State Fair. That's interesting. Not quite what I expected. The bacon is really tasty, but the pancake batter is super thin. I don't know if you can see this, but there's hardly any on there. So you don't really get very much pancake. There's no fluffiness to this. It's just a crunchy, crispy bacon. The whipped cream is good. Not overly sweet, very on the savory, kind of sticky side for whipped cream, which is surprising. I would probably give this a 3.5. It's not a must, but it's pretty good.
Keeping with the breakfast theme, we've come to Fluffy's Donuts. We got the strawberry lemonade donut. It's a fresh cut donut with lemon buttercream, strawberry lemonade crunch, freeze-dried strawberry, little lemon candy, and some strawberry lemonade in a little pipette for you to either squeeze into the donut or into your mouth. Let's give it a try. It's a big donut. Wow, super lemony. You do get a little bit of that strawberry crunch flavor. It's really good. Nice fluffy donut. They're not wrong about that name. Let's give this lemonade a try. That's pretty good. This is a very tasty donut. And it's right up my alley with the lemon. I'm a lemon lover. I'm gonna have to give this a 4 or a 5.
We've got the Swedish Sota sliders from Hamline Church Dining Hall. It's a cranberry wild rice meatball that's been turned into a slide with melted dill Havarti and a sweet red relish on top. Here we go. It's good. It's very wet, which is not really what you want in a slider. It's got some good flavors going on. I don't know that they had to go as heavy on the relish as they did, but it's very good. I think this is probably 3.5. It's better than average. It's not wowing me, but it's very good.
Next up, we came to the Afro Deli to get the Afro Poppers. They're kind of just like a fried ball of dough with some African spices, kind of like warm spices like cardamom and vanilla. And then we got them plain with a mango chutney. You could also get them covered in coconut flakes or sugar and with chocolate or caramel sauce. Wow. These have a real nice spiced flavor. They're a little bit crispy on the outside, but very soft on the inside. Very nice. I'd probably give these a 4 out of 5.
We've come to the food building, and specifically Sausage Sister and Me for their 3 Piggy Pals on a stick. It's sausage wrapped in bacon, stuffed with cream cheese, and topped with a jalapeno pepper and some barbecue sauce. Smells really good. Let's dig in. Ooh, that is really good. It's definitely got a punch of spice, very tasty sausage. The jalapeno adds a big punch of spice. There's a creaminess from the cream cheese. I think this is probably a 4, maybe even a 4.5 out of 5.
We stopped at Soul Bowl for the crab boil wings. They're marinated wings that have been fried. They've got some potato wedges, corn, chicken apple sausage. It's tossed in butter with Old Bay seasoning. Looks really good, smells very good. Let's give it a try. Oh man. That chicken is so juicy and so flavorful. Oh my gosh. Oh, delicious. Let's try this corn. Never had corn with Old Bay seasoning, but that's very good. We'll try that again. Try these fries. Everything is so buttery and delicious. This is definitely a 5 out of 5.
We came to Route 66 Roadhouse for their ham and pickle roll-up on a potato skin. That is a long thing to say, my goodness. It's a potato skin with a mixture of cream cheese and sour cream, and it looks like it's got dill in there, plus chopped up ham, chopped up pickles, and crunched up potato chips. Let's give them a try. That's pretty good. The potato is really nicely cooked inside. It's quite thick, very potatoey. You don't really taste the ham all that much, but I do get a lot of dill and a lot of pickle flavor. The chips give it a nice crunch on top. It's not wowing me, but this is probably a 3.5.
Next, we're at the Union Hmong Kitchen for the grilled purple sticky rice. It's purple sticky rice that's been grilled until crispy. It's got a crunchy chili aioli, some fresh herbs, and Hmong beef jerky. You can also get pickled mushrooms. Oh, it's a mess. Definitely very crispy. Just on the edge of being, like, having a little bit of char, burned flavor. Not too bad. The crunchy chili aioli doesn't give too much spice, but definitely is present. Probably about a moderate spice. Can't say I'm tasting the beef jerky too much. Overall, I think I'd give this about 2.5 out of 5.
Next up, we went to Herbivorous Butcher for the Raging Ball. It's a deep-fried sesame mochi dough ball filled with vegan cheeseburger, chopped up pickles, and onions. Plus, it's covered in a bacon powdered sugar. Here we go. I'm gonna guess she doesn't like it. Oh man, that was really strange. Absolutely not my favorite thing I've eaten so far. The mochi has mochi texture, so it's squishy. And then you've got this like cheeseburger filling, which is basically like old school hamburger helper. It's very soft, very mushy. You got a little bit of dill pickle coming through and sweet bacon coming through. It's very strange, not my favorite. I think I'm gonna have to give this a 1.
We came to El Burrito Mercado, one of 5 new vendors this year. They've got quesadilla fried taquitos. It's got quesadilla meat and cheese on the inside, some cotija cheese on, and salsa verde on the outside. Looks really good. That is so good. Nice crispy shell. The beef on the inside is nice and tender and flavorful. The salsa verde on the outside adds a nice freshness. Very good. Probably a 4 out of 5. And since they're a new vendor, we also got a new drink they have. It's the Agua de Sandia Loca. It's a fresh watermelon drink with mango. Very refreshing. I think watermelon juice is kind of one of our favorite flavors, so this is very good, very refreshing. Probably also give this a 4 out of 5.
Next up, we got the deep fried halloumi cheese from Holy Land. It's halloumi cheese wrapped in pastry dough and deep fried, and it's served with a sweet chili dipping sauce. Let's try it plain first. Yes, that is really good. The halloumi cheese is not super melty. It's not a cheese that gets super melty. It's got a nice saltiness, kind of like feta, and it's got a crunch from the wrapper. And then if you dip it in this sweet chili oil, which, oh, I'm excited for. Oh yeah, this is hitting all my savory desires right now. It's a little bit spicy from the sauce, salty, crunchy, melty, warm. Best served warm for sure. Do not wait and do not let this get cold. It will not be the best. But this is really good. I think this is a 4.5 out of 5.
We've got another new vendor, Paella Depot. And we've got their classic chicken and chorizo paella. It's got some caramelized rice, vegetables, and obviously the chicken and chorizo. And we also got some brava sauce to add some spice. Looks really good. Very flavorful. Definitely feels like you're eating like a regular meal inside the fare, unlike all the fried stuff. Very fresh vegetables. Let's try to get some of that sausage. The sausage slices are a little thin, so you don't notice them too much. But otherwise, this is really good. Probably a 4 out of 5. And for something refreshing, we got the blueberry mint agua fresca. That is delicious, very refreshing, nice and cold. Definitely a 4 out of 5.
Next up, we came to the Coliseum to get the fried banana pie from Sabino's Pizza Pies. It's a hand pie filled with local Minnesota honey, fresh bananas, and Biscoff cookie butter, deep fried and topped with powdered sugar. It's really hot, but it smells very good. A bit messy, best when it's hot and fresh, very sweet. It's got a nice banana flavor, and then it mixes really well with the cookie butter. If you're a fan of Biscoff, you're gonna love this. Very fluffy dough of the pie. This is really good. I think this is a 4 out of 5.
Next up, we got the strawberries and cream waffle stick from Waffle Chicks. It's got a Belgian waffle filled with strawberry shortcake cookie dough, covered in strawberry sauce and whipped cream. It looks very messy. You know, surprisingly, it does have a very strawberry shortcake flavor to it. All of the strawberry flavors are just a little on the artificial side, so that's not great, but overall it's pretty good. I think the cookie dough on the inside is pretty melted, so you don't really feel the cookie dough. I'd probably give this a 2.5 out of 5. It was fine, but not great.
We are at Richie's Cheese Curd Tacos, and we got their buffalo cheese curd and chicken tacos. It's got buffalo cheese curds and chicken, and it's topped with a blue cheese slaw, and it's drizzled with buffalo sauce in a deep fried flour tortilla shell. Cheers. Crunchy shell. Spicy cheese. It's got a kick to it. It's good, but it's also very greasy. Is it my favorite cheese curd taco that they've made? No. But if you like a kick, this one's for you. I give it 3.
We came to Bridgman's Ice Cream for the Ladies Slipper Marble Sundae. It's strawberry ice cream, lemon marshmallow cream, whipped cream, and ladyfinger cookies. And just as a fun fact, the Lady Slipper is the state flower of Minnesota. Let's make sure we get everything in this bite. Wow, there's quite a bit going on here, but it's really good strawberry ice cream. That lemon marshmallow cream is just nice and light, perfect flavor. And these ladyfinger cookies are actually a little crispy, so it's actually different textures going on here. Really good. This is definitely a 5 out of 5.
We're at the West End, and we came to Lulu's Public House for their deep fried ranch dressing. This is definitely the most controversial item on the new foods list at the fair this year. It looks pretty good, and we had to wait a super long time in line to try it. It's a combination of ranch dressing and cream cheese, battered and deep fried, and then topped with powdered ranch dressing flavor. And then it's also got hot sauce infused honey. Let's try it. Whoa. Whoa. That is really creamy, like really, really creamy. I mean, it's deep fried and it's ranch dressing. What were you expecting? It's kind of a little bit gloppy, but you get a nice crunch from the batter. Let's try it with the hot sauce.
I think this is gross.
Sticky. Wow, it is really good with that hot honey. It gives it a second dimension, because otherwise it's just too flat and too creamy. But together with the honey, I think this is actually a 4 out of 5. This really surprised me. I thought I was gonna absolutely hate it, but I really like it.
Next up is the Wrangler Waffle Burger from Nordic Waffles. It's got a smash burger, American cheese, Whataburger sauce, and a Nordic waffle that is infused with caramelized onions. Sounds very good. Look at that. Wow, that was so good. Luckily you don't get too much of the sweetness from the waffle. The caramelized onion kind of helps tone that down. Burger is cooked really well, and the combination with the cheese and the sauce is just perfect. I'd probably give this a 4.5 out of 5.
Well, it's getting a little bit rainy here at the State Fair, but that's not gonna stop us. We came to West End Creamery and we got the Patata Frita Focacciawich. That's a mouthful. It's Patata Frita kettle chip flavored ice cream on focaccia. So it's like a sandwich. Then it's topped with honey butter, crushed up kettle chips, and some herbs. It looks really good, but it also looks really messy. Okay, here we go. Ah. That's really interesting. Okay, pros and cons. Pro, the ice cream is really good. It's kind of got this savory sweet thing going for it. Pro, the honey butter, delicious. Con, if you will. The focaccia, although fluffy, once it gets cold, it has a weird texture to it. So if you're a texture person, you're not gonna like this. Overall, it's very good. It's kind of got a hint of rosemary to it. That might be some of the herbs in there. Very good, but it's really messy. I think they should have put all the toppings inside the sandwich. It would have made it much easier to eat. I would be much less messy right now. It's good flavors, but the texture is kind of throwing me off. I think it's a 3.5. You either love it or you hate it.
The rain has really escalated and making our job difficult, but we came over to RC's Barbecue and got the Sweet Heat Bacon Crunch. It's slab bacon that's been smoked on top of some rice. It's got some barbecue sauce, hot honey, and chili crunch. It looks very good. Let's get a good bite here. Flavor's good.
Chewy?
A little chewy. Needs to be a little more like melt in your mouth. There's quite a bit of fat. So unless you're a fan of a lot of fat, probably won't be a huge fan of this one. But the flavor's really good. Not too spicy. I'm not really catching much spice at all. I'm sure if there was, the rice would be nice and cooling. I don't know. I'm just not enjoying chewing on this fat. But because of the flavor, I'll probably give it a 3 out of 5. The flavor really saved it.
We've got the sweet corn cola float from the Blue Moon Dine-In Theater. It's made with sweet corn ice cream and sweet corn flavored cola. Should be interesting. That pop definitely tastes a little corny. Let's try the ice cream. That is strange. I don't hate it. There's a like crunchiness to the ice cream that you get when you have the ice cream meeting the pop and it turns a little bit icy. I really like that kind of texture. It does have quite a corn flavor. Corn is not my favorite flavor when it comes to desserts, so I think this is probably a 3 out of 5.
Next up was Minnesota Shave Ice for the Mocha Madness. And I'm gonna try it, but since I don't really like coffee, we have our coffee expert here, Karin's sister, Greta. And this is some shave ice with coffee flavoring, and then it's got a caramel macchiato cold foam center, chocolate drizzle, and some chocolate-coated coffee beans. Definitely not eating those. We gotta try to get as much of this flavoring as possible. It's not too strong on the coffee. Actually, with the chocolate, it's not too bad. As someone who doesn't really like coffee, I'd probably still rate this a 3 out of 5. Let's see what Greta thinks.
My turn. I'm gonna take some of these coffee beans. There's like no coffee flavoring
It's
in
possible that some of it is sunk to the bottom since I've been.
a low bite.
There's probably a lot of coffee flavoring in the bottom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't like the bottom.
They probably had to have peeled the masses with it not being too strong.
Yeah. It's like a very weak iced coffee with a lot of sugar and a lot of ice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it. But
Rating out of 5.
rating out of 5, I'll give it a 3.
This rain is relentless, but we are powering through. Luckily, we brought umbrellas with us. Our next stop is Kosherina Egyptian Cuisine. They're actually a new vendor this year, and we picked up koshari. It's an Egyptian dish made with rice, macaroni, lentils, chickpeas. We got it with chicken, and it comes with crunchy onions, a garlicky vinegary daka sauce, and some tomato sauce as well. Should be really interesting. Let's give it a try. Oh, there's like spaghetti noodles in here. All right, I think I got a little bit of everything in this bite. That's pretty good. It's got a lot of different textures going on. You've got the crispiness from the onions. You've got some sort of creaminess from the chickpeas. It's warm, it's filling, it's a little bit tomatoey. It's very comforting. It's really nice on this cool summer day. It's maybe not my favorite, but I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. To go with it, we got hibiscus iced tea. Ooh, that is good. Refreshing, a little bit floral, kind of fruity. This is awesome. I give this a 4 out of 5.
Well, we stopped at French Meadow Bakery for Shroomy Calamari. They're deep fried oyster mushroom with a chipotle sauce. Let's give them a try. They're all fun looking, nice and craggly and stuff. You know, they've got a nice kind of crisp batter. I'm not getting too much mushroom flavor. It feels like mostly batter. They're not bad, but they're not great. Probably 2.5 out of 5.
Next up, we've got Blazing Greek Bites from Dino's Gyros. They're made with chickpeas, red peppers, cayenne pepper, and they come with a side of red pepper hummus. They promise to be pretty spicy, so let's try them. They smell pretty good. Whew, that is pretty good. It's interesting. It reminds me a little bit of like a falafel. Just like the general texture, but it's wetter inside. So it's like kind of like deep fried hummus in a way. It's pretty good. It does have a kick to it, and it's definitely gonna build the more you eat them. And it comes with red pepper hummus, which I think would give a nice coolness to the heat from the cayenne pepper. These are pretty good, above average, not wowing me. They're probably a 3.5 out of 5. Well, this rain finally passed. Let's go get some more food.
We stopped at O'Gara's for the Walking Shepherd's Pie. It's got beef, potatoes, corn, peas, and onions with some gravy. Nice little pocket. This is the savory we've been looking for. Perfect kind of like mixture. It's like basically a casserole or hot dish in a little pocket.
What is a casserole?
Pretty tasty. It's very flaky, nice and warm. Definitely a 4 out of 5.
We got the turkey Kristo from the Farmers Union, and it's great because they use all Minnesota ingredients locally sourced from farmers in the area. It's got turkey, white cheddar, apple butter, and a spicy mustard mayo on a Texas toast dusted with powdered sugar. Smells really good. It's just so sweet. It's good. It's really good. It's like equally savory and sweet. You've got savoriness from the turkey and the white cheddar. The apple butter makes it really sweet, and so does the powdered sugar. Man, it is like if you want a sweet sandwich, this is your thing. I'm not really getting the spicy mayo mustard at all. It would be really nice balance to balance out all the sweetness here, but I'm not getting that. It's a good sandwich, but I was hoping for something slightly more savory. I think I'd rate it 3.5. It's above average, but it doesn't meet my expectations. Next up, we got the chili mango whip from Tasty Whip, and it is it's tipping. It's a little topsy-turvy. It's a mango Dole Whip with chamoy and tahini. We loved this flavor. We loved this place last year, so I have high hopes. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm getting really sticky, but man, is it worth it for this? This is so good. Sweet from the mango, salty, savory, spicy from the tahini and chamoy. This is a 5 out of 5.
Next up, it's the Dill Pickle Tots from Tot Boss. They look and smell amazing. They have some dill seasoning and a little bit of vinegar. Wow, perfectly crispy, nice and fluffy on the inside, perfect seasoning with the dill, and just a hint of vinegar, not too much. This is amazing. This is definitely a 5 out of 5.
Next up, we've come to Loon Lake Iced Tea for their cotton candy iced tea. It's made with butterfly pea flower tea, which gives it that blue color, and it's supposed to have a fun color changing effect. I think if I swirl this, it might turn purple. Oh my gosh, look at that, that's insane. And they sprinkled some like edible glitter on it. I'm already a happy camper now. Like, who doesn't want to drink a beautiful purple glittery drink, right? Let's try it. Wow, wow, that really does taste like cotton candy. You get a little bit of floralness from the butterfly pea flower. You have this awesome color changing effect. This is really fun. I think this is a 4 out of 5.
We've come to our final new vendor for the day. It's Chan's Eatery. They've got Korean corn dogs, mochi donuts, bubble teas, and some other items as well. The Korean corn dog we got is a hot dog, mozzarella, battered in panko, covered with cinnamon sugar, and we got the potato one. It looks really good, and it's huge.
You might need a filter. Are we going back down? Have you even hit hot dog?
Oh, no, hot dog. Really good mozzarella. That coating is really tasty. It's interesting having the sweet and the savory with the potatoes and the cinnamon sugar, but it all works together. It's definitely a 4 out of 5. We also got a cookies and cream mochi donut. I'm a big fan of cookies and cream. This is definitely doing it for me. The mochi donut has a little bit of chewiness, as you would expect. Pretty good. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5.
It's the final countdown. We have 5 stops to go. Right now we came to Brim for Margot's Garden. It's a bowl filled with thyme-marinated tomatoes, jalapenos, rhubarb jam, farmer's cheese, and it's topped with honey and some salt. It also comes with some gluten-free flatbread to eat if you want. All right, I got a little bit of everything. Wow, that is so good. You have just a hint of sweetness from the rhubarb, delicious creamy savoriness from the farmer's cheese. I love a good farmer's cheese. The thyme marinated tomatoes are delicious, and the honey adds a slight sweetness, and the jalapenos add a nice mild kick. This is really delicious, very refreshing. This is a 4.5 out of 5.
Only 4 stops left, and now we're at mini donuts and cheese curds. We got the cookie butter crunch mini donut. They are vanilla mini donuts with vanilla sugar, Biscoff cookie butter, and cookie crumbles. It's so very sugary. This is gonna be a lot, but we learned our lesson from last year. We got a smaller bucket. Let's give them a try. So good. So much cookie butter flavor. So sweet though. You're probably gonna eat like 2 or 3 of these and be good. They're very warm and fluffy donuts, very well coated with sugar and cookie butter. This is probably at least a 4 out of 5.
Only 3 to go. For number 3, we came to Baba's and we got the bacon sour cream and onion. Sour cream and onion hummus with sumac tater tots, creme fraiche, beef bacon, caramelized onions, fresh green onions, black sesame seeds, and it even looks like they have some crunched up potato chips in there. Interesting. It looks really good, and it comes with fresh made pita puffs. These are so warm. And there are so many things in here. It's gonna be really challenging to get it all into one bite, but I will do my best. Here we go. Oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna like try and limit that a little because like, holy moly. Okay, it doesn't look pretty, but I bet it tastes very good. It's a challenge. Oh my God, this is so good. Savory, it's the savory food that I've been wanting all day at the fair. It's got that rich umami from the bacon, caramelized onions add a slight hint of sweetness. The hummus is perfect, light, fluffy, and the sumac tater tots are a surprising hit. This is a 5 out of 5, for sure.
Down to 2 stops. We're now at Scenic 61, and we got their Savory Eclairs in 2 flavors. We got the lobster one. It's kind of like a lobster roll. It's got lobster mayo, lime, Cholula sauce, freeze-dried corn, and it's in a choux pastry shell, just like an eclair. Pretty fresh. It's actually a little chilled in the middle, so that's nice. The choux pastry doesn't really add a whole lot of flavor, but the lobster is really good. I'll probably give it a 3 out of 5. Not overly flavorful. Next up, I think I'm more excited about this one. We got the banh mi eclair. I'm a big fan of banh mi. It's again in the choux pastry dough. It's got pork confit, chicken liver pate, pickled vegetables, and some cilantro, I think. Yeah, that's the winner. You get a lot more flavor from that pork. It is so savory. This is so good. And then like you cut that savoriness with the brightness of the pickled vegetables. This is a winner. I think I would give this one individually a 5 out of 5.
This is our last stop of the day. We came to Salem Lutheran Church Dining Hall for their Swedish ice cream sundae. It's vanilla ice cream, lingonberry jam, and crunched up ginger cookies, plus some fresh ginger cookies as well. This looks really good. Try and get a little bit of everything. Ooh, yes. Wow, the fresh vanilla ice cream is really good. The sweetness is balanced by the tart lingonberry jam, and then you've got the crunchy ginger cookies that adds a sort of warming spice to everything. This is really good. I think it's a 4.5 out of 5. It has been a long day at the
Oh, yeah.
State Fair, but somehow we managed to try all of the new foods plus 5 new vendors in 12 hours.
Better than last year.
Yeah, we spent our money so you don't have to. If you think your taste buds are like ours, you might like our top 5. In no particular order, we liked the Dill Pickle Tots from Tot Boss,
The 3 Piggy Pals on a stick from My Sausage Sister and Me.
the Chili Mango Whip from Tasty Whip,
The Lady Slipper Marble Sundae from Bridgman's.
and the bacon, sour cream, and onion hummus bowl from Baba's. They were all fantastic.
Definitely. If you come to the fair, let us know what your favorite new food is.
Thanks for making it this far, and we'll see you in the next one. We've got thick cut bacon covered in
In this little squeeze,
pipette.
Swedish soda sliders, $10.
Swedish soda sliders were $10, and Greta had already said that, which is now something that I'm remembering. Oh well. All right. It's a Swedish. It's a what? A meatball and a sweet red relish. Blah, blah, blah.
Next, we're at the Union Hmong Kitchen?
Yep.
Okay. You need to spit it out.
You want this napkin? I use 0. Can I rate it that?
Yeah.
Okay. 0. I wouldn't eat this.
It's a hand pie filled with local Minnesota honey, bees,
Fresh bees.
We're at the West End, and we came to Lulu's Public House for their deep fried. It's got a cryberry on this slightly chilly fall fare. It's slightly comfy.
Okay.
It's good, but I'm so full. Can I get it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at my reflection.
Oh, weird.
I was gonna say something. It's a bowl filled with thyme marinated potatoes, slices.
Tomatoes.
Okay, if you say so. It's a bowl filled with thyme marinated potatoes.
No! For some reason, everything tastes a lot of chewing.
I know. I don't know how we made it here, but we found our last. This cost $1 million.